Ekta Takrani. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we are doing class 9 Economics chapter 3 Poverty as a Challenge. So hopefully now this is the last video, last lecture of this chapter. We have talked enough about poverty, its reasons, its measurement, and we talked about the causes and the solutions also, right? If not, you just go with the previous videos and go with the sequence to understand this in a better way. So now what I am going to do here is the conclusion. We will sum up the whole chapter, but again a new term will come, something new will come. Okay, so we have discussed about poverty, its cause and all. What we have seen till now is poverty, according to us, the official definition of poverty says that you should get the minimum things for subsistence, right? You need food and shelter, you need a particular amount of calories for your subsistence. So we have calculated the minimum requirements of the individual. If you are able to fulfill, you are above poverty line, otherwise you are below poverty line. This is what we have studied so far. And accordingly, we have taken out the poverty line and the people who are below poverty line and above poverty line, right? But what we have found that in our country, the poverty rate is declining. Good, it is declining. There is a decline in poverty, but there is a huge disparity. Still, if we will see minutely what we found, still there is a big difference, disparity between rich and poor, between urban areas and rural areas, between men and women, between certain social groups. Still there is a big gap, differences are there. It's not only a happy sign that there is a decline in poverty, still we can see income inequalities in our country. How we can work on this, what we can do, what the government is doing. We have to work on economic growth. The government is working on this, it's best. They are working on they are taking steps for the economic growth of the country. What we have to do is, there's must thing to work on the free education. Everybody should get at least free elementary education, basic education up to class 8. Everybody should get free. Next is working on the population growth. It is increasing with very high speed and the growth is not that much. So what they have to do is controlling the population, taking certain rules, policies to control the population growth rate. Then very important, I believe, is the empowerment of women and other weaker sections. What we found, there are some of the social groups or economic groups who are more vulnerable to poverty. SC/ST, there are people who are more prone to be poor. So they have to work on the empowerment of women as well as other weaker groups. So they should be encouraged and promoted to come out of their poverty. Okay, so these are the steps government is taking and they have to work on this to improve the condition. So this is what we talked for the minimum subsistence level. Poverty, officially we say poverty is to get minimum subsistence level. This is not a correct way now. We should say a big no to this. We are not here for the subsistence. What the scholars at present they are saying, what they believe, they brought a new term, human poverty. Just note it down, human poverty. What they mean by this word human poverty is, not only food and shelter is enough. What we need is, there is a question, if you are not free to move around, if you are not experiencing equality, if you are not having job security, if you are not getting basic medical facilities, if you are not getting education, if these things are not there, you are below poverty line. The scholars suggest this broad definition of poverty today. If we are not free from the gender and caste discrimination, still we are not having a settled job. If we are not having this equality, not getting job and education, we are poor. So this is the broad definition of human poverty. So this is a bigger challenge, we believe. The poverty we can manage, everybody will get the food, there will be a time people will get food, but these problems are even broad. Problem of equality, problem of freedom, education, equality, these are the bigger issues. So they have to work on this. Not only government, even the public. We also should not promote discrimination. We should support these groups. We should promote all these things. So this is all we have to come to the end of the chapter. What I want to say is not only talking about the causes. solutions as well as the broader sense of poverty. We can do from our side, promoting equality, giving everybody respect, freedom from discrimination, promoting education. Government also should work on this. So this is what I hope you got the definition of human poverty. So these are the things: education, healthcare, job security, equality, freedom from gender and caste discrimination. These are the things we want. These are the even bigger tasks for the government. So this is all what we have discussed so far. This was the conclusion. Just go to the whole chapter in sequence and prepare your notes and study well. Goodbye.